So what happened when the pandemic hit was most of the companies, whether it be law firms or accounting firms or consulting firms or certainly architecture firms, their employees went home. And in downtown San Diego, a lot of our redevelopment has been defined by residential redevelopment. There's been a lot of residential high rises built. And so home was just, remained downtown. And people set up their office in their bedrooms, their closets, their dining room tables, and so forth. So I guess my question is this: if the movement went in that direction and people could be accommodated to work in their home, why can't we be creative and create spots, or maybe you already have in these buildings where people can live and work in the same building? Maybe it's still defined as an office building, but on the same floor, the next floor, you have residential. Or maybe you have a big home on a floor, but you got a conference room there and an office section there. Have you done anything like that where you've really sort of gone out of the box and said, we can change the lifestyle or the integration between how people live and work?
Yeah, actually, before the pandemic, we did E-Lofts in just outside of DC, and that's a live work building. It has office and conference amenities on the ground floor, and you can take space and live in it or work in it or both if you wanted to. And then Franklin Tower, which we finished during the pandemic in Philadelphia.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a great project. The units are relatively small, but as part of the amenity stack, and there's a different amenity space on every floor. As part of that amenity stack, there's a few office spaces. They're a couple of thousand square feet, get kind of 10 or 12 people in there, and you can come out of your unit and go and work in there or take a call in there if you want to. The true kind of mixed use or very mixed up buildings are difficult because they're not very adaptive to market changes and market flows and so on. If you do office with residential stacked over it, which we have, we just completed one in Baton Rouge, a Rivermark Center. Then you need to separate the elevatoring and the amenities and so on. So it can get complicated. Honestly, the best answer is mixed use neighborhoods, residential building, office building, retail. Great.
Yeah.
Each building does what it's good at, and people at least get to leave, go outside for a couple of minutes while they go across the street. But mixed use neighborhoods, rather than kind of trying to make a existing asset do too much, is really the right approach.
Yeah, when the media calls me, when reporters call me and they talk about what in San Diego actually is sort of an unprecedented addition of new office space. We've got order of magnitude 3 million square feet of new office space coming on over the next couple of years, some of which you're responsible for, Kevin in particular. And they asked me, what's going to happen with this new office space? And I always say to the reporter, you're asking me the wrong question. The question isn't what's going to happen with the new office space. It's the best space. It's the flight to quality space. It's in the best location. It's the newest space. It's going to be able to accommodate, if a law firm takes up 100,000 feet in their old space and their lease is up or they walk from it, and they may need only 40,000 feet in the new space, and they're going to pay a higher rate for that, but they're going to be in a better quality location. So there is a clear flight to quality. The problem is going to be in the old buildings, and that really requires these neighborhoods to change, not just the buildings themselves.